Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with anime, video games, whatever else we want to talk about. Or as Sean put it so eloquently, where we talk about weebs, gamers, and podcasts. So, as we can all...
Welcome back from Lithuania, Andre. How you feeling?
Yeah, you said Bolivia last time.
Yeah, well, you went to Lithuania as well.
Can't give out my secrets.
Shh. Sorry.
Yeah. You gotta tell us.
How was your long-awaited vacation?
Yeah.
I know, man. It was good. It was fun, busy, but I came back. My toilet broke the day after. My dog puked twice. And I had 3 assignments to do in the span of 2 days. So
overall, not bad.
But was it worth the cold, though?
Holy
That's
shit.
what I really want to know.
Honestly, yeah, it was. Because, like, when you're wearing your jacket, but, like, when you're hiking... Like, you don't really feel the cold. Like, it's cold, but like you're moving, so you're sweating at the same time. So
I feel like if you stop moving, you're gonna feel the cold or something.
But when you gotta hike 22K, bro, you don't want to stop moving. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, 22K.
The views were amazing though. Like, it's great. It's definitely worth it. I wouldn't recommend doing 22K, but the actual hiking thing is 14. Mm-hmm. But there's this person I was with who decided that she wanted to see something else, so we had to add to that. So that's why it ended up being 22. But the original 14, it's definitely difficult, but it's doable, and its views are great. Looked like 1080 snowboarding when I got to the top, so it's good.
Nice.
That's fucking great.
Perfect.
But
Sean, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've been watching a shit ton of anime, like a lot. It feels like it's all I watch now.
That's it. That's good.
A little bit of everything.
What did you watch before anime? What the hell?
I don't know. Like real people
watched
shows.
season 4 of You. Yeah, real people shows.
Not you.
Season 4 of You.
Not you. I'm actually watching Midnight Mass right now. Also on top of the
I watched that.
I just started.
Yo, Loki, we should just talk about it next episode.
Okay. That's the anything else part.
I should be done.
That's the anything else part.
I should be done by next episode.
I'm doing all right too. I'm depressed because I watched Violet last night, and it still kind of hurts, and we're going to talk about it today. So, guys, just to let you know, there are spoilers to all the shows and movies that we talk about. So, please, if you haven't watched any of the shows listed below, you might want to just skip it or come back to us once you're done watching it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that I respected you for that, Alan, because like without me, we always forget because we just get into it. But you did it. You were there. You had the.
I'm trying, man.
We spoiled left and right without Alan.
After Andre left
the disclaimer.
After Andre orphaned me, I felt the need to be a little bit more responsible than take some responsibility on my part. So
it's the same thing like when your girlfriend leaves you and then you lose weight and stuff because you're sad and you want to be a better
basically.
So I got you, bro. Tough
instead
love.
Of losing stuff, I gain. Yeah, exactly. That's how I roll, man. I told you.
I gotta say, it was hard to do with 2 people, like the pod last week.
It was.
Like you had to talk so much more. You can't like let your guard down, because the other person stops talking. You gotta be able to pick it up.
Yeah, it's funny because especially with you, Sean, because Sean's the guy. Sean's the king of.
Yeah.
Sean's the king of.
No, he was good, man. He was good. We were bouncing off each other good.
You guys are really good. It worked, man. Like I was almost just like, you know what? Let me just let y'all do it. I'll do the producing and then stay in the back.
Nah. We need your input. It helps because usually me and Sean are very similar in some things, and you and Sean are very similar in some things.
Yeah,
but there needs to be diversity.
Listen, you guys just shit all over the anime.
They were so fucking bad. I've never.
When I'm shitting on something.
That was the worst week of anime I've ever had. But this week is not all that better. But
it's really not.
It's really not. But it's we have Andre now. So Andre gets to shit on his own anime.
I don't want to shit on anything, though.
There you go.
All right, so let's start with it. Let's start with it, guys.
You guys pick where we start.
Jobless reincarnation. Go.
Jobless reincarnation. Recap. You guys mentioned last time he was trapped with the beast people. Yep. And then this episode... They were friends, and then Eris trains a little girl, and then they discovered that the other beast girl was the other dude's sister, and she used to be a piece of shit, but now she's not a piece of shit. And he was like, "Damn, man, I didn't realize people could change." And then little Rudy, he's like, "Duh," and then he went to his daughter, and he's like, "Yo, don't you know what happened between me and my sister? I regret it. Do you want to regret your relationship with Eris because they got into a fight because Eris got to leave?" And she's like, "Nah, you're right." So then she goes to apologize, and they be friends, and then they cry, and then they leave. So, yeah.
Okay, no, she didn't say it like that. She said, "Okay, nyang."
Oh, my God.
Bro, I almost threw up. Like, watching that shit. I almost died.
I should say it did start right at the beginning with Rudius looking at little girls taking a bath through a hole. So
I mean, that's just their main character here, bro. I watch that shit first now because I'm like, I know what's coming.
Every single time. I don't know why I believe it anymore. Every single time I think there's a little character growth, it just ends immediately.
I just pretend like that part didn't happen and then focus on everything else.
That's what I'm saying, because there's a part where there's a part later where Eris was sad and he was like a good genuine guy. He hugged her like it's okay, don't worry about it. And then but he still has it in him. I don't know. Maybe he'll change one day. Probably not.
Nah,
but,
he can't. That's the whole point of the show, man. He can't.
Also, you guys last episode shit on the whole friggin' thing and didn't mention once that they friggin' murdered her grandpa. Not one single time.
Oh yeah.
We do not care.
I know. We were like,
we do not give a shit.
That was a good moment, though. I would say that's the best moment of the show.
Yeah, and also, Sean, you were complaining about how he didn't escape. He literally says it in the episode why he didn't escape.
Why?
He said, if I can escape whenever I want, but then I'm in the middle of a jungle, in the middle of a whole town where there's tens of people that want to kill me. So, like, and his character is he doesn't like fighting, like, people because he doesn't killing them. So, like, him putting himself in a situation is bad. So he's like, I'd rather wait for my friends to come. He says this.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the guy who commented said that too.
we do not care.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Andre's right,
but it just kind of confuses me because I'm like, I don't understand how strong he is. So I feel like he's so strong that he could just break out and then nobody could stop him.
See, that's the issue. At the beginning, they made him seem like OP.
Yeah,
but that's
what I'm having trouble with.
OP for his age.
So age,
every other challenge he's faced since they got teleported has been like adult stuff.
Adult challenge, yeah.
So
I don't think
he's regular. He's just regular.
That.
He couldn't take on the other guy.
Isn't Ares super strong as a swordsman now?
Yeah.
If she can go up against that dude and be like, oh yeah, you're stronger than me, but like that's still crazy. Like
also,
she's so good
that too. I feel like that was animation laziness. Me and Rudius were like on the
same,
on the same wavelength. He's like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, I don't know.
What the fuck? That was
and nobody explained it. I thought he would ask her or something like, "Yo, what happened?" And they're just like, "Okay."
They just left, man.
And then they finally like the guy who was like captive with him, like he was talking about the rankings of like the different god or whatever.
The seven
it's like god,
swords,
god,
whatever.
horse, god,
and I was like,
divine or something.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, why are you just telling me that now? Like, we've been talking about who's a god, who's this god for so long, and like, I never knew the rank system. Like, why are you just telling me that now? Also, you guys were saying
all these ranking system, and I'm pretty sure the things you were mentioning were just different races of people and had nothing to do with rankings, like, at all. You said, like, demon and, like, beast and, like, god. I'm pretty sure those are... Remember when he was learning the languages? They were like, these are the different languages that you could learn, and I'm pretty sure the things you listed were just those.
No,
I think we were talking about One Punch Man and how they have like
there's also you guys probably didn't see this, but in Reincarnated as a Slime, they have that like same type of ranking system that you guys are mentioning. But I don't think it's in this, man. I don't remember at any point they ranked races or anything like that.
Hey man, I'm just here for the.
I don't remember that honestly. I'm blanking.
Me and Sean did so much coke before we started that thing just to get through it. It was crazy. Don't do drugs. That's bad.
But
we don't.
I will say that it started very good, and it just seems like now. But I will say, given the fact that her grandpa was executed, it will change this. But currently, it's just not complex. The story is just like not complex at all. It's literally just, yo, we got teleported, let's go home, and like that's it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what the issue is. But I'm thinking that it's starting to like throw like little seeds in. Like there might just be like a Rudius has to fight the government type thing, and he's making all these friends. He's making all these friends along the way that are gonna eventually help him in his like overall fight at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And he's not necessarily making like government friends, as you would say. He's making like the like the off ones. Like he has his like one of his main characters is the guy with the eye. He's literally like hated by everyone because he's like the evil ones or like whatever. Yeah. And then you got like, what's her name? The Gasolina, whatever. The cat
god
people.
the god. Oh, I thought you were talking about the god demon thing.
No.
That gave him the Sharingan.
Oh yeah, the guy that gave, well, yeah, that too. Like we have like a demon where like no one, like everyone just looks down on her because she's a demon. Then we have like the cat people now. You're right. Like it could be. I think he might have to fight the. Well, what's her last name? Gray Rat. The Gray Rat. Yeah. Like what if it's going to be that? Because they control a lot, right? They're fairly powerful.
Yeah, but it looked like it wasn't the Gray Rat that killed the grandpa. It looked like it was the king of whatever. I don't know.
I don't really know
true.
I don't know.
I don't know how like the world is like hierarchical or how it's like split up politically, but it looked like it was a king there who did it, and the reasoning seemed kind of stupid. It was like listen, guys, you didn't handle the giant beam of light that teleported everyone properly, so I'm gonna take your head off.
Yeah, it was weird. And
what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty extreme punishment too for something like that. Like, what are you supposed to do?
How do you handle that? What's in the book? Like, what's the protocol for a giant beam of light?
Okay. To be fair, though, he would go out onto the roof, stare at it before, and be like, "Oh, that's weird," and then he's like, "Let's hope it's nothing bad," and then he would just go do something.
Yeah, he wouldn't care about it.
That is
literally
also fair.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You guys mentioned this last time. The guy that came from the sky in the first season, was that who you were talking about last week? Because you said something about someone in the first season that was like OP, and you would want him to fight that guy.
Yeah. I was
listening to that episode, and I didn't know who you were talking about. I
told Sean, I'm like, Sean, remember when that guy came down? He's like, don't interfere, like, or else you'll die. And then they're like, no, what's going on? And then he's just like, and then one guy stops him from like killing people, and he just teleports everyone, or he gets teleported. I don't remember. Is he one of
the sword god people that they were talking about?
He's gotta be. Like, he has to be.
Literally, I thought when I saw that stone, that gravestone, I was like, oh, are we gonna get video game elements and that's a safe spot? Like,
oh, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But like, I'm glad it wasn't. So while I agree with you guys that it's kind of like nothing right now, I do think they're doing a good job of kind of like lulling you before the storm happens. And then Alan was talking a lot about episodes and stuff, like how it's only 12 episodes, but it's seasonal. So like 12 like technically nothing has to happen because there's gonna be more.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Which would be like it's like in the grand scheme, like season 2 is kind of weak. But like in the grand scheme of the anime in itself, unlike Tact, it has a buffer zone.
Right. There's some elements for like this.
My problem with
friendship building and shit.
Yeah, my problem with it is just that like I feel like it needs to like and something needs to happen soon. Because I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I like this anime, like, you should watch it, but you have to wait until, like, way in for it to get good. Like, I really don't like that.
Yeah, like One Piece.
No. The difference between that and One Piece is One Piece goes great to lull to great to lull to great to... So it's, like, scattered throughout. It's also 1,000 episodes,
that's fine. I could take that.
It's also 1,000 episodes.
Like, I want to, like, have an anime where I want to, like, watch it again, you know? Because, like... There's so many good parts in it, not one where it's like, oh, like this episode I felt like was a nothing episode. Nothing really, like, pulled me in, or I wasn't really interested in anything. And the last episode before that was kind of the same. So I'm sure there will be good parts where I'm interested.
But I'm also, but think of it this way: like, think of if the Beast, say there's an end war thing, and the Beast people help him. If these 2 episodes aren't in the anime, then it makes no sense later. You're like, why the hell would these people help them? But
that's
so
true.
You need this for the later.
Yeah,
assuming there's.
Yeah.
I'm not like it's easy when Naruto does stuff like this because there's already 500 episodes out. Like it's out, it's established. So once they take breaks to introduce characters, do backstories and all this stuff, you can be like, okay, I got 300 episodes left. Like this obviously is gonna lead to something, and it does.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on that, but I feel like they could have still done that, but made the episodes better. Just make it interesting at least. It just didn't captivate me.
Well, you know what? To put it in perspective, I get it. So this the last episode with the Beast people, we needed to get introduced to them. Fine.
Yeah. And
that's what they did. But this episode, I don't think it had nothing to do with like their friendship. I think it had everything to do with his sister. So what's her name?
Yeah.
Gila or whatever. I'm gonna call it whatever.
Beast Lady.
Yeah. Beast Lady. So that was good. So Beast Lady. So like I feel like. If it does come down to a war and Beast Lady, or like they're fighting and like the dad's getting hurt, Beast Lady jumps in because the whole emphasis on this episode was she was not a respected person, and she wasn't even a good fighter. To like, what if she becomes one of the sword god people, or like because she has the capabilities to? I like, you know what I mean? Like Andre said, you would have never cared, or like it wouldn't make sense if you never had saw it this episode, and like what if she had to go through or what they went through. And it makes Eris. It makes her character development a little bit better too, because when we started, like she was really like bratty and all that shit.
I think she's the best character, like in terms of like,
yeah, absolutely,
because she's grown the most, she's changed the most. You can see like a believable like progression in her and her character and stuff. And it was crazy how she's had this standoffish attitude, and she's so proud of herself. She's like, I can tell my grandpa, and then immediately he gets beheaded.
Yeah, that was good.
Right? That's crazy. Like, holy shit.
Like
and she's also starting to teach people, which she was never like that's what Rudius was saying, right? I know it's obvious, but even just doing that, like just wanting to show others what you've learned is a trait that's like very good to have, because it shows you care about them, right? That's at the end of the day, that's what it is.
I also think, I can't. Oh, go.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, I also think that this episode was used a lot for the main theme of the anime, I'm assuming so far, is kind of like how like you can change and grow as a person kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Because like the main character started off before he died as a piece of shit, and he's still a piece of shit, but he still has like he's starting to get like redeeming qualities like slowly and surely, but he still has his tendencies. And then they keep doing things like first of all, there's what are they called? Espadas? No, that's Bleach. But you know the one, one with the spear. Those people, like, they're hated, and then they have this like misconceived notion, and then they meet one, and they're like, oh, so like they're just telling us that because you guys were the enemies in the war, and it was this whole complicated thing. So like it's actually lies for the most part, right? And then now it's what's her face used to be like a irredeemable like brat, like broke things, wasn't good at anything, and now she's teaching people kind of thing. So I feel like it's like tools used, like narrative tools used to like slowly show like, hey, this is what we want to portray, and then you'll see the main character do the same thing like over a longer period. Though it's gonna take longer because all these people had the time, it's just they weren't televised. Right. Yeah.
No, that's so true. That's so true.
You're gonna see his growth televised, basically.
Yeah. The build up is really good. I appreciate it. Yeah. And I get it, but I get it from what do you call it? Sean's perspective. It's like those two episodes. Like you could have put those two together in one episode, and it would have been fine. Like we would have been good. But like you, and now like you've explained, I mean, they don't really need to. Like they don't need to rush anything. Like they can take their time. A lot of people like it. Like I went to the Reddit. Like I go to Reddit sometimes and just read up on it. I mean, everyone's like, this is really good. And the manga readers are like, honestly, the manga readers said that these two episodes could have technically been 3 or even 4.
Really?
And because they're missing some like backstory with the grandpa that died and all that. So like it's like, oh, they're pacing it well. They're not jipping out on like information, which they kind of are, but they're not rushing it where they need to get to the good parts in quotations for it to be one. And I get it. Like this anime, you know, you got to remember it's an isekai. So like it's gonna be slow a little bit. It's gonna take its time a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, as long as they get the point across and they execute on it, unlike Vivi, then it's fine. It's fine, totally fine.
And like, like you said, Andre, like you can see the redeeming qualities like happening in the change in people. But the one issue I still have with Rudy specifically is I can't tell if he's doing things because he knows that, because he thinks they're like he's actually a different person and growing as a person, or if he just has so much experience playing like these RPG type games that he thinks
this is what happens.
Exactly. Like is this what I should do to get the best like ending kind of thing? Like, well, let's give me the best results. Or am I actually doing this because I'm a good person now? Like, because he has the experience that like a grown man has, so he knows intrinsically like what he should do.
But
I will say in the last episode, I think that's how it started, because he literally says like before he helps them, he's like, if I help them, they will
exactly. Yeah.
But when he thought he can just do it, and like he was like winning, and then when he realized the smuggler dude was the winner and how strong he was, he basically like gave up. He's like, it's over, man, like they got it. And then he was letting them until the dog attacked, and then he acted on instinct. And then he's like, oh shit, well, I guess I'm stuck here now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like the hard thing, like the trope where it's like intention starts off like selfish, bad or whatever, or selfish, and then eventually it actually ends up changing you as a person, where like the intention starts to change. Like you do good things for selfish reasons, and then eventually the reasons start to become selfish. And I think that's what's slowly happening.
Okay.
Because before at the beginning, he's very like, yo, I got a second chance at life. Like I'm not risking my life at all for nothing, right? And then now slowly he's starting to just act on instinct. He's starting to act on instinct. He started to take more dangerous jobs. He's like, okay, we can do this. We have to figure this out and blah, blah, blah. And I like how, even in the first season, like when he got the kid killed, like I like how it was like, it shows like he's still naive, bro. This guy, went from, he hasn't left his house in friggin' decades to like now he's responsible for a team fighting a monster. Like technically you shouldn't know what the best options are. You shouldn't know what to do.
Yep.
So when that happened, I was like, damn, that's going to be a changing point. And I think I do see character growth, which is like, if it ends in where I think it's going, I think story-wise, it's not anything crazy. Important, but like character-wise and character development-wise would be great.
Yeah,
for sure. Again,
it depends completely on the end.
I was thinking about this too, and it's like it wasn't even about the anime, but it was like a conversation someone's having. It's about like I don't know, like for example, I'll just go right to the anime, but essentially it's like, when he is spying. So you already talked about the whole like making decisions on like actions and like fighting, but like when he genuinely cares for Ares, like it's him as a person. You know what I mean? Like it's actually him. So when and then vice versa, like when he is spying on them in this episode, it's not really the older or like the isekai version of him. It's actually Rudius, because if they imagine that he was spying, but they were using his like human voice, like his older voice. That would be so weird. Yeah, like that would be terribly weird. So again, to go along with what you guys were saying, like I don't know if he's like spying because he's a kid. And he's a kid, right, in his mind in that moment. Or that would be, in quotations now, fine. But if it's like he's spying because he's an older dude that can take advantage of like a situation, then of course it's weird.
Yeah, I kind of
to go along with the fighting. Do you know what I mean? Like you guys are saying. So when he thinks something should happen, it's his like older brain. But then when the instinct pops in, it's literally like what he's learned from being a child growing up in that world.
I can see that.
Which I respect that more than the I just know what should happen and it should go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like how they're doing it, and before in the first season when he was being weird with Ares or whoever he was with, it was more his older self, like older brain talking. Yeah. But now it's more like I believe he genuinely cares enough to like her as like the kid he is, but not really the older. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah,
but it's still weird. Still weird at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a very tough call.
Still weird.
Yeah, it is weird because like, I mean, speaking purely like him as a self, it's not. I mean, it is wrong. Obviously, we're not. I'm not gonna get in consent and all that stuff.
That's what I mean.
Like it's
very
normal.
Hard.
It's normal-ish. I don't even want to call it normal. Now I'm scared. Now I've entered dangerous territory.
No. I'll say it for you, so you don't have to be canceled. So like, it is very normal for Rudius.
No. It's normal for him to want to do the things that he does in his current body. The issue is, I'm hoping what it is kind of like he has an adult brain, but because he's having kid experiences, it's kind of like a battle between the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe his current life and things kind of taking over his old one.
Perfect.
So like
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what
like his old mentality and old desires are kind of being pushed by like the fact that he did grow up as a baby in that world, and he is a boy in that world, and he's spending a lot of time with a girl that he knows in that world. Like but again, it can't come from the old self. If it comes from the old self, I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it.
Exactly.
That's just weird, and I hate that. But if it's just like he genuinely cares. I'm assuming he genuinely cares.
I think he likes Eris to like.
But then
I would marry this girl, kind of like.
Well, you have to remember. What about Syphilette, bro? Like he left Syphilette.
She's gone, man. Forget her.
But the greatest thing, what I learned,
he's going back to.
What I learned in psychology is what do you call that thing? Like being near someone is a huge portion in the whole love situation.
I know.
Just because Eris is there, you're liking, and then you're talking to them constantly every day, or seeing them every day. That plays a huge factor in people
going
you
through
start
like troubles.
you start to fall in love with and stuff like that. So he may like later on when he meets Sif again, it might get complicated in that kind of sense.
What about Roxy?
Roxy's, I don't think.
Remember who's that?
I don't think
she's
Roxy's a teacher. I don't think she's loving. She was basically just his.
Yeah,
first,
I'm calling it, bro. He's gonna have like 10 wives.
No.
I'm
she
calling
was basically just his first like introduction to girls now.
Yeah,
right?
basically. Yeah.
And he's basically like she was the one who's like, I'm an adult, but I'm a baby, so I can get away with this kind of thing, right?
I guess.
I think
I'm calling it, bro. He's gonna have 10 wives. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the harem.
Gonna go down.
Coming in the harem.
You've seen his dad? Yeah, you've seen his dad. Like
Sean, are you happy about this? It's a reverse harem so far. Every person that enters is a guy, bro. There's only one girl. Only.
Oh my god,
it's a reverse harem, bro.
Good.
Hey, we like this. Yeah, everyone. Shout out to Free the swimming anime. Love that show. All right.
And Skate Infinity.
I never watched that one.
Me neither. But I've seen it. I've seen the pictures.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. The good episode. I'm excited for the next one. Hopefully they progress, and I really want them to progress, or else Sean's not going to come to the next episode of the podcast. He's literally just not going to show up. It's just what it is.
Also, I just want to say this briefly because Sean,
go.
Let's end Mushoku because I said we said this was gonna be short and we're half an hour in. So
I was gonna say
it's ended. But Sean mentioned about Moroku-chan and said how. What was your I remember saying anything. Yeah, no. You said the issue was like the ecchi stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I said that's a problem too, and you can tell how blatant it is. But the thing that gets me so much about it and makes me like it is how like the ghosts are, like the concept and like how they're like presented is really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like the concept of the fact that she's just like the only way I'm a survive and have a normal life is if I do everything possible to like ignore these things.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like the comedy. I like literally want to watch to like figure out like how these things have to affect her life because you can start seeing in the first episode, which is the only one I watched. Alan's ahead of me, but it's the only one I've watched.
Yo,
the only one I've watched. Shut up. Anyway, the only one I've watched is like you can tell at the beginning, like when the first time her friend, no reaction at all. She's like, obviously it's my friend for ecchi reasons, but like. The point comes across, right? And then the second time, like after she starts experiencing these ghosts and stuff, like the way she reacts, it's like it's really cool to see like how these people are affecting her in a very human way. Yeah, and I'm kind of like excited to see how she like tries to navigate this. And Don't worry. Next week I had to watch a lot of anime this week to catch up. So next week I'll have all the episodes watched.
Dude, I'm just saying. Discuss. You want wholesomeness and like you want to know what they could do with that anime. I watched the
first 5 minutes of Komi too. So I'll get to that.
Oh, perfect.
Is that what you're talking
about? No, I'm talking about the one we're talking about, the ghost one. Yeah. No, what?
Moroku-chan, bro.
Moroku. Yeah, Goku-chan. Yeah, Goku-chan. Honestly, this last episode destroyed me. I told you I watched it after Violet, and I thought it was gonna be like, I just need something to.
Because it looks like just like a funny like, little misadventures type.
They know
thing,
what they know. They're doing stuff, and that episode destroyed my ass. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
It's good though.
That excites me. That excites me. Then
you see her interact with the ghost, and you think like, man, what would I do? Like, I probably wouldn't be much better than this shit.
I'd scream the whole time.
Yeah. The one that got me the most, I think, is like when she's just like. Well, there was the one obviously when she was in the bed and she just like.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
That's some grudge shit.
But the one that like
sheets for the whole time.
Yeah, the one that like hurt me was like when she was like washing her face and then she like looks up and it's just there and then she's just like, oh shit. And then she's like, oh damn, what happened today? Yeah.
I got soap in my eyes. 1 second. She's great at creating excuses. Like very good on the spot, thinking of how to not acknowledge or let them know she's acknowledging, not acknowledging, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
what's next, boys?
Next week. Let's do tact, because I think this one could actually be quick.
Yeah.
All right.
First and foremost, you guys went into this with very high expectations, which was already your mistake. I literally said Madhouse and Mappa are doing this. It's going to be animation masterclass, and that's literally the only reason I went into this.
Chill. This episode actually was pretty good, though.
This one was good. I like this one.
I realized that what you guys were talking about, but nothing's happening. Even now, it's still nothing. Nothing.
Hold on.
But what I'm thinking it's gonna get into is I'm hoping we get into some government corruption, some complicated things.
That's what I'm hoping to.
I'm getting into there, right?
Yes.
But for now, it's just
this episode was fantastic.
Just growth.
Yeah, this episode is fantastic. They wrapped it up. They are now where we are in the first episode. The first episode, Lenny just left. Yeah. Or they just whatever. And this is it.
Let me recap it quick.
Okay, recap.
We ended off, they decided to go to New York, I think, was when we ended off, basically. So then they get to this small village.
Las Vegas.
No, before that. They stop on the side of the road for no reason. Then Lenny meets a friend. Lenny's his friend's yo, reach Las Vegas. And he's aight. And then they're picking corn. And then they go to their house. And then there's the creep. Immediately, as soon as the owner dude came in, I was like, dude's mad.
Right?
Sketch as hell.
Yeah, 100%. Immediately. But anyways, they have a conversation. They go to house. They eat everything is corn, because I guess that's their only export is corn, I guess. But anyways, they do that. What's her face? Destiny starts feeling some vibrations. She breaks the wall, classic Destiny style. Breaks the whole wall. She leaves. They find a casino. For some reason, all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, intruders! We gotta get them." And then D2s are like, "Nah, you gotta get us, silly." And then they pop out of the ground, and then they fight the D2s. But Lenny's perfectly "Yo, learn this. You're supposed to do this. Step lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. Get this done." And then they get it done, and then the guy tries to run away, and I like how they make. Actually, I'll talk about this later. But then the guy runs away. They catch the dude. They're like, "You're not getting away." Whatever happens, he tries, and then Lenny's like, "Yo, we gotta split up now." And then Tacta's like, "True. Cool." And then they leave. And then Lenny's like, "Yo, what's her face? What's her name again? Titan." Titan's like, "I got all the evidence. Don't worry." And then he's like, "Aight, cool."
Cool.
Yeah, that's basically the episode. Anyways, what I wanted to say is I kind of like how they made Lenny look suspicious, like in the middle of the episode where where he starts keeping secrets and he's and he looked like he was part of the whole operation thing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But Lenny's a good guy, bro. You can't be bad with a crop top like that.
I was gonna say, bro, can't be bad with that crop top. I like this episode. I know you guys are gonna say nothing happened much, but honestly, a lot happened for me. We finally, first time ever in this damn show, finally see Tact use the baton properly with Destiny, which I don't know why they didn't show us before.
Because he didn't know how to before.
Yeah,
the first episode he should have. He didn't.
I think he did. Yeah, I remember. He did that thing where he's right there, and he did
No, he's like go.
Yeah, but remember when he was able to identify weak points and stuff in the first episode, and then she was able to.
And then he would go into the spot, and then she would hit it or something. Yeah. Remember that?
I don't give a shit. But yeah, anyway, so they really emphasize that he could do that now, which is fantastic, and I hope there's more of that. And I do like how there's music when they're fighting, and they almost go with it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It fills the needs of my musical side. I don't have one. But yeah, Lenny's cool. Down with that. Titan, weird. Crunchyroll girl, it's fine. I feel like Anna needs to play a better part. I don't know why her character is there.
She's the Balma. She's the Balma.
She just drives.
Driver,
that's
bro.
it.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. But I do like Cassette / Destiny's character a lot. I feel like she's a lot more powerful once they figure out how to make her more powerful because her aim is shit, like I said. She's 0.2% accuracy.
It got better though at the end.
But when Tact finally opened that one eye that was useful, there you go. So I want to see more. I know we've only had action, but I want to see like better action, like improved or like evolved action. But so far, I mean, even the D2s, their characters like are kind of cool. Like this one, they had like armor in the front, I guess, and their legs were exposed.
I'm glad it was more complex. Maybe that's because it's like has a video game route where like the first like set of enemies are just like basic, and then now like as you progress, they have different things where you have to like change up your strategy, kind of.
The ones at the beginning, the ones at the beginning of the episode were cool too. They were like buffaloes, right?
Yeah, they're buffalo.
Those are pretty sweet. I really appreciated how they really explained more about how the powers work and how the relationship between the maestro and the music art like kind of meshes together when they fight and all that. So you can kind of get like a better tempo for a better feel for like their fighting and like how it goes together. As opposed to before, where I was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it looks cool.
It looks cool. Yeah, exactly.
And I do think the animation was, because last time I mentioned that I thought it was a bit choppy. Like, but I felt like it flowed a lot better this episode.
I think it was because of the music, right? Like, it just went with it. I think so. I think the music had a big part in it.
Okay. I think they do that thing. They did that thing where, like with the camera and the thing, and it's like a wave. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna describe this properly, but they did that thing. Listen. I know this sounds crazy, but listen. Like it's like when the person, like there's wind blowing in the person's hair, and then the camera like slowly pans out, and then like the scene is like moving behind them, and it's like smooth and like, it's like a very anime thing. It's used in a lot of anime.
They use like a different focal point. They make them the center
and then,
of
like,
reference.
And then they move afterwards, and then like the whole scene is moving instead of just the person.
Oh god, you lost me now.
I don't know. I wish I could give you like
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's so much. There's like scenes in like the Wano arc of One Piece that has that kind of stuff. This anime has that stuff.
Solo Leveling, if it ever gets animated, that shit better have that shit, because that thing would be disgusting. You know
Apparently it's not going to get animated because it depicts Japan as like pieces of shit, basically. And then they're like, Japan's not going to do it because they're depicted badly in it.
Really? Yeah. That's stupid.
That's what I saw on Instagram.
That's some nationalist bullshit right there.
Right?
Anyway, I like how Lenny has a mission. When he said, no, can't come with you, I have a mission. Mm-hmm. That's got to be government. That's got to be government oriented.
Yeah, I think it has to be too.
Has to be because like I believe most of the, what are they called, the
music arts?
Maestros, the music arts, but the maestros
yeah.
It seems to me that the maestros from the Symphonica are all corrupted. Yeah. Because remember you guys said the guy walked in, he's like, oh yeah, I'd love to have another like a composer or whatever from the Symphonica join my thing. And it's like, I'm like, what? So like there's more and they're all corrupted. Yeah. Like this is the plot. This is it. Lenny is literally trying to figure out how to get them not to be bad. Yeah. And I think he took Tocton and Destiny under his wing to show them what like true what the proper thing to do in this world is. Because even Tocton was like, I don't have a purpose. And he's like, all right, great. Here's your purpose. Like, play beautiful music. Yeah. Do your thing. But also, this happens. Like, this is a thing that happens in the world now. So you got to be prepared not for just the D2s, but for the people like this. Yeah. So I like that. And again, a good episode. Not much happened. But, like, another good episode where, like, it's building up towards something great. Yeah. It's just a matter of time until we get all this greatness popping off. So
I'm wondering if maybe the Symphonica is keeping D2s alive on purpose, because
that's huge, yeah.
Because I'm like, if they're the only ones that can fight them, like it's to their benefit. Like in order to maintain power, they have to be like, hey, you need us to keep you safe, kind of like situation. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if they're using that to gain power, status, money, and all that kind of stuff, and just like living that.
And we still don't know like where that necklace she had came from, because that's where she got her music art from, right?
She said it was from her mom. So her mom. Yeah. I think her mom probably had some information.
Inside job? You think she was a part of it and she was trying to get out?
Could be. Yeah. And it's still very suspicious how like the maestros like came to the city or village or whatever, and then they just left right before everything happened, except for this one guy who just shows up also right when it happens. Like it's all very suspicious.
Yeah, and didn't Talk's dad die in like one of the like a collapsed building? What if that was like orchestrated by like a D2 like attack by like the government?
Oh yeah, I definitely
Talk's dad was like supposed to be one of the best.
But Talk's dad wasn't a maestro, right? He wasn't.
No, he wasn't a maestro, but he was a really good composer.
Yeah,
I think that's what
maybe
it was.
Maybe he was a threat. So like if he did become a maestro.
He was. Yeah, like if he learned how to control the music art, then it would have been GG. because the guy is really good at composing or whatever, or just a great musician. I don't know. Like I liked it's different and I like it. And, like it has a good presence in my mind when I think about like different types of anime that has like done something not comparable to another, and I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe not with plot, but like I like the fact that he controls her by a baton as a musician.
Yeah.
So,
I'm feeling like we're pulling a Vivi right now. We're putting in a much more complex
I don't know.
plot.
I have hope for this, bro. I have hope for this one.
We're putting a much more complex plot than what's going to end up.
It could be, yeah.
But that's why, like, when you guys saying that, I was like, I didn't come in. Like, I literally looked at it, read the concept, and was like, this is going to be dumb. But like Mappa and Madhouse are great.
Yeah,
animation wise, so like we're gonna get good animation. That's literally the only reason. The colors are great, the animation is great. Like
her transformation's cool.
It is very cool.
Yes,
it's very
what I went
sick.
into the anime for currently is what I'm getting. It's actually more than what I'm getting, because I said it like in the first episode. Like I didn't expect to like these characters like at all.
Yeah.
But like I kind of like the simplicity of them in the sense where like Tact is just like, I don't care. Listen, like the person I cared about is gone. You're stupid. You just look like her. You just caused me trauma. So I'm gonna just not worry about you and just look for this piano, bro, so I can play it.
But remember that first episode gave us some hope when he was like reached out. Now I understand. He was reaching out to maybe Cassette, thinking that she was still there because of whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just destiny. So like I like that. Like it's.
But
I know you
think
said
that
not to
eventually,
expect
like,
anything of it.
he's gonna like start accepting Destiny as a person, and like I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. Like at the end, he's gonna accept her, and she's gonna be like, okay, fine, you're a person. Like I like you now. Blah 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 blah.
And then she dies. Yeah. Perfect.
But isn't part of why they're going to New York because they think that Cassette might still be alive?
I literally think only her sister.
Oh really? I kind of think it might be possible.
I don't think Tact likes things like that, because Lenny's literally said, yo, they're dead. There are different
yeah, but he has
now.
a special case.
And then she's like, oh, so maybe we can bring her back to life then. And then Lenny's like, no. And she's like, yeah, it's fine. And then
we're going to New York. It's fine, Lenny. Lenny's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I think it's possible, like because she's the only one who can actually revert to her like human form, but it's still the mind of Destiny, but it's Cassette's body. The other ones can't do that.
Maybe I like that as an option, giving it so like now it's more complex and now there's like possibilities.
But we don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We don't want to force that on our mind, and then it doesn't.
I do
happen,
like. I don't often want people to come back from the dead. You guys know. Like I usually don't like that. But in this case, I actually am. I kind of want to know more about Cassette and her like past and who gave her. Well, we know her mother gave it to her, but like I don't know, just more about her.
Like where did that come from? Like what's the significance of the necklace and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I agree. That's fair. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like this episode, and I'm excited to see what transpires. All these shows are starting to do the same thing at the same time. Yeah. Last week was fucking garbage. It's fine.
It's
fine. We understand.
You guys.
We whatever. We understand why, because they're building up for something better, and I get that. And whatever.
Don't
it's fine.
Put that on them. They never told you that. It might be garbage at the end.
But I'm putting it on them.
All I'm saying is, don't judge it based off last week.
I can't be let down
there's
no
a
more.
possibility.
All right, Goku powered up a spirit bomb for 5 fucking days while Piccolo was getting eaten shit, and Frieza still didn't die after that spirit bomb. So I can't get any more sad. All right, so it's fine.
You had the time to waste back then, though.
That's true. I can't get more sad. You know why? Are we doing platinum first or violet?
Platinum.
Okay, let's do Demon Slayer first. Ready, guys?
Yep.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, no, I want to shit on it more. It deserves it.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Demon Slayer.
How dare you?
3. Take 3 by Sean. Go.
How dare you? Okay. Put something new in. I don't care. Okay, we have the endings for Alan. Oh, big whoop. Like, good job. But put something new in. Come on. I don't care if it's like...
December 9th,
I need something.
Bro.
I mean, we have
December 9th. Oh shit! Never mind. I forgot it's being postponed.
Bro.
So December.
I'm gonna be 26. I'm gonna be 26 before new content comes out. It's GG, bro. I'm done. I'm gonna be dead.
How dare you just cut the movie into pieces and release them as episodes? That is complete bullshit. How dare you make money off of that?
You know that one meme where like it's the executive table and the guy at the top's like, "All right, guys, we need ideas for Demon Slayer," and the one guy's like, it's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and then the guy's like, let's just chop the movie into like 10 pieces, and the guy's like, yes, and then that's the one. It's like, what the fuck?
I love what one of you said it last week. Like the next thing they're gonna end it, and then the next movie is just gonna be season 2 recap.
Yeah.
Yo, if they do that, I'm done. I'm never watching anime.
Come
again.
on, guys, pick it up. What are you doing?
Money,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Money's
even.
money.
I mean,
my
like
Halloween
I said,
costume's fucking Tanjiro.
like
bro.
I
I remember
said
you were
last
talking about
episode.
Dragon Ball Super, even though I didn't
Exactly.
watch it. Even I didn't watch it. I skipped both movies.
They at least had
but
the
still.
balls to re-release it with terrible animation.
Even
That's
Boruto
it.
did it, but Boruto did it better in the anime than the movie.
Yeah.
They actually did,
But-
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, so literally
Frame for frame.
every single anime changed the movie except for Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they made so much money, they didn't give a fuck, man. I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
And see, the thing
Like,
is, Sean
shit.
watches it every single week, and you think you're the only one?
Oh, I don't watch it. I just skip through it to see.
He
if
literally goes like,
But-
he
Yeah.
clicks in 3 different spots, click. He's like, it's the same.
that's it. That's exactly.
But
what it
still,
is.
do you think
fuck.
you're the only one who uses their time to give it any sort of
No.
traction or attention?
No.
So they're getting what they want then, basically. So,
I guess so.
they win.
I'm not paying for it though.
So basically, what they're gonna don't. Yes, you are. You're paying
I mean,
for
I
it.
am paying for it.
Anyways, yeah, you're paying for it. Anyways,
we pay for all our subscriptions.
anyways, you're paying for it. Anyways, all I'm saying is they're getting what they want, basically. If you're willing to spend the time to not watch the whole thing, but even give it
Yeah.
any attention at all. Even in Japan, where some people are like, let me check just in case, and they flip to the channel, that's all they need
Mm-hmm.
for ad
That's true.
dollars. Money. Okay?
Terrible.
That is true.
I'm just saying, like, I would. Obviously, most people would rather have just had the second half of the season, and that's it. Like, even if it's short, I don't care. Like, just don't give me the movie again. Like, come on.
I love how they waited so long to announce that too. They're like,
I
yo,
know.
season two,
Right?
what was it? Entertainment District arc.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be crazy. It's
And
gonna
the
be
trailer
crazy.
had
Week before
nothing
it comes
from
out,
the
Mugen Train first for friggin' 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone's just like,
And then postponed it for a month.
and everyone's like, oh, okay,
Well,
whatever. Anyways,
that
we move on.
was Sean's take on Demon Slayer.
Platinum
Next,
interns.
Platinum
Forget it.
and
Platinum.
let's
and-
go, baby.
So
Good.
in this
Let
episode,
me recap. I want to do
Oh,
one
you wanna
recap.
recap?
I missed
Go
it
for
from
it.
yesterday, bro. I got used to it. All right.
Yeah.
So our boy Mira, we are left off with him looking at an angel, and we're like, holy fuck. So then the angel pops down and says, I know you can see me. You have wings. Blah, 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 blah. And then the angel, and then he thinks he's dead. He thinks like, oh, fuck, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But then he turns around to see who is the owner of this angel. And it's Saki, like I almost predicted.
You did.
I did predict.
You did.
I did predict, actually.
Suspiciously
which is
so.
kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. Suspiciously
You said
so.
exactly
I'm not
what
the
she did. You said,
Yo.
"Oh, what if Saki has the power and shoots him with the red arrow?" And I was like, "Nah, no way.
Yo,
What are you
Sean's
talking
like,
about?
no way. No, they would do that.
That'd be
Stupid idea.
Yeah.
But guess what? She fucking does it. So she takes his red arrow, shoots him in the heart because she thinks that he doesn't like her, or slash she wants complete control over him. At least that's what I think the angel told her. I
Yeah.
don't think she wanted to.
Yeah.
Just from her expression.
I agree.
Anyway, shoots him with the red arrow, and she's like, "Go to my room. I'll see you there, and we're gonna ask you some questions." Goes to the room. The angel that she has is very, very conniving and very, very like trickster. He's actually nicknamed the Trick Angel. So his name is Revel. So Revel tells her like, hey, like you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be the wings for my Saki because Saki does not have wings. What a shit angel, by the way. Just and again, what Sean said. That's not fair. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, Mira actually, which is fantastic about this episode, shows his true colors, which not only to the people like us, but to himself, because she's like, oh, yeah, like I need you to do this. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll do it for you. I love you, Saki. And then he like, as she's talking to him, he's like, I love you, Saki. And then at the end of this whole like room thing, Nessie comes down before he's about to go meet Metropolis Man or Metropolis guy.
Metropolis Man.
Bro, I'm never gonna get that right. I'm just gonna call him Metropolis.
Metropolis Man.
Hey,
He's calling him the name of the guy from
Man,
Megamind.
The Blue
bro.
Ranger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, so Metropolis Man announces on the TV that hey, yeah, I am going to want to defeat my 11 enemies and blah blah blah. and Mira sees him as an enemy to Saki, of course, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill him right now. I don't give a fuck, even if I die. And when Revel, the angel's like, that's a great idea. You should go do that. And then his angel, Nasi, was like, no, you're not going to do that. I was looking for you at school. I'm an angel, and I don't know where you are. I know it's weird, but yeah, don't do that. And that's pretty much the episode when it comes to like the whole room scene. But we do, again, Mira says to himself, I'm glad I was able to show you my true colors, even though I wouldn't have been able to by myself. I like that shit. Anyway, Metropolis. Oh fuck, what's his name?
Metropolis.
He's super rich, so he rents out this whole stadium, and he's like, "Yo, everyone, come here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm about." And so obviously, Mira and Saki don't want to go at first, but they're like, you know what? They convince themselves, we can disguise ourselves enough so he doesn't know. And they get there, and at the stadium, he lands on the ground, and then two more Power Rangers pop up, and you're like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on?" And one of them takes out the red, which I don't understand why you do that first. Maybe you didn't have the white, but if I had the white, I would just go for the white. Anyway, takes out the red shard and goes and tries to kill Metropolis, the guy from Megamind. To our disbelief, it actually doesn't even go through the armor or his aura. I don't know which one it was. I couldn't tell. I think it was his armor, but it looked like an aura to me also. But who cares? And everyone's like, and that's how the episode ends.
Okay. Let me explain a couple things to you.
Okay. Manga reader.
Listen to y'all. No, it's not even that, man. Like, listen to you guys talk last episode about first of all, calling those arrow shards bothered me so much, bro.
I know.
You understand.
They call them shards.
No,
it's
they
arrows.
don't. It's arrows.
Oh, yeah.
I never corrected Alan. I was just like, yeah, I don't
no,
really remember either.
I thought they were shards this whole time.
It bothered me so much, bro. Like, you know, it's like when I was watching Demon Slayer and they kept saying Demon Hunter. Like,
yeah. But like Alan said arrow like once or twice though. He just most of the time said shard.
Autocorrect everything I said to arrow. I am sorry.
Anyways, yeah. So there's that, and you guys are talking about how why would you choose like wings or like red arrows? Like, why would you choose if you can have all? And then like she explained it. I think in this episode that she explained it. She's like, nah, it's not about choosing really. Like, she had both to begin with. I think she was just like wanted to get like a sense of who Mirai was, and she's like, which one would you rather? And he's like, both. She's like, okay, I can do that because she's a special rank.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whereas like the first ranks can give you rings and red, whereas the second ranks can either give you wings or red arrows. I think that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
And
then so we find out that what's her face?
Saki.
What's his name? Saki like has a second rank angel, I think. Revel's the second rank.
Yeah.
So she only has red arrows. She doesn't have wings or anything.
No wings,
like that.
no white.
So that's why basically they did it, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll use you as our wings." And he's like, "Stupid! You wasted your red arrow. I would have done it anyways." Stupid.
I like how they explain that you can actually transfer what you have to someone else.
Yeah.
If you if let's say he killed Metropolis, he could actually transfer all that stuff to her if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. I'm glad it doesn't go to waste.
Yeah.
And it's cool because go.
Well, something I appreciated was that like I would say I was a bit disappointed that he couldn't resist the red arrow. Like, I know that he liked her already, and I thought that would have had some kind of impact on how the red arrow affected
I agree. I agree.
It did kind of bug me a little that he didn't have much willpower, but then I remember like this is a guy who like not just recently tried to kill himself. Like, very
his willpower is pretty low.
Yeah, his willpower is pretty low. Like, this isn't a strong protagonist. Like, that's something I had to understand.
Okay, and then the contrast to that,
yeah,
when he wanted to go kill Metropolis for her, dude, that the eyes like he had reminded me of Kira or Light when he was like going like God complex mode. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, I loved his eyes in this. Like, he was like, I'm gonna go kill him, and he was so confident in that. And like I said, he even said like, I'm glad I was able to see that side of myself because I would never had brought it out if you never red sharded me.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
Like, and I get it. Like, I'm glad I wish he had the willpower to resist the red because he liked her already, but I'm glad he didn't because it showed like how much he would do for her and what he could do. But did he actually stay in that room for 33 days? Like, is that what exactly happened? Because I didn't know.
It just skipped.
It just went 33 days later. It's like, oh.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I guess nothing happened in that time. Like, it did the same in the manga. It was just like 33 days later, and then it was just him. And also, like, I remember how Alan was like, "Oh, I'm glad that they didn't show the naked women in the car," and I was like, "In the manga, it does."
Yeah.
Oh my God, do they actually?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, they said F it, eh? They said let's do it.
But also, I want to mention, you guys keep calling it a death match. It's not a death match.
I know. We
At
we
no
thought it might
point
have
did
been.
anyone be
I
like,
know. That's why we
it's
thought it was
literally
interesting.
only Metropolitan. You're just like, easy way out, right? So I find that as interesting, which makes it different than Miraniki is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Mhm.
interesting
For
the
sure.
fact where like every person gets to decide like what they think a god candidate should be, what they think God should be. But what do you guys think about their explanation of why all of them are in Japan?
Because they're the highest. What is it? Like highest performing like people. Like they were the best.
It's literally just the
civilization.
suicide rate is highest.
Yeah,
in Japan.
that's
Oh,
right.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought so. It wasn't what I thought. It was
Yeah.
literally no. They just have a high suicide rate, so we give them a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty
it's
much
sacred
funny.
ground, and it's a high suicide rate. That was
Yeah.
it.
I like how so what me and Sean were thinking before was like you don't necessarily need to kill everyone to become God.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought like that was stupid because like what if you get someone that hates killing people? I'm glad this episode they're like no, we base you on like your
Yeah.
decision making.
Agreed.
We base you on like how you do with the powers we give you, what you choose with those powers, like what your intentions are with the arrows and all that stuff. And then like they're like, yeah, the one Metropoli guy just wants to kill everyone, so he's a problem. Even the angels are like, yeah, this guy's a problem.
I do have a
so I
question.
like
though.
that.
You mentioned that they picked Japan because it has the highest suicide rate. Does that mean every candidate was suicidal before this?
Yep. Yeah,
Really?
they say that.
So you
Because
can-
they say,
okay.
what's his name? Revel and Nase are talking. They're basically like, listen, the reason why you pick people that try to kill themselves is because they have the highest desire to change the world. Because they live in a world that they don't, obviously they don't like if they're willing to kill themselves. So to be
True.
God, you must have a desire to change the world. So those are the ones we
Okay.
pick, basically.
Oh, that
Now
sucks. I
remember
mean,
that.
Saki was one of them. And that's kind of
I know.
sad. Yo, what if like a does there an age requirement?
No.
No. So what if
None.
what if there's like a oh my god,
It
they
could
should
be
do like
kid.
a really old person as a candidate, and then they should do like a really young person as a candidate.
Like
That's
Squid
crazy.
Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Or
thinking.
like
That's
Future
exactly what I was
Diary.
thinking. Or yeah, even Future Diary. Like that'd be awesome. I want to see like the kid's perspective. Like, of course he probably wants to commit suicide, and there's probably reasons for it. But it's kind of I want to see like what their take on the whole like. I wonder what they get when it comes to the arrows. If they get wings, I wonder what they did with it. Like I hope there's a kid or even an old person because like I imagine an old person can't walk properly in the anime, let's say, and like they get these wings that they can go travel, that they can do this, and then they have a chance to become God and make the world how it's supposed to be in their eyes. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna say anything to that.
Oh yeah, you read it.
Yeah, he read it.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
wondering,
saying-
like, what's with these suits? Like, what is that? I don't.
I think it's literally just like they want to hide their identity, and he's rich. So
Yeah,
my
but
God.
where
He
do you
had
get
his
these
identity.
bomb ass suits?
He's
I want
rich.
that
just going to Walmart. Well, the other
He's
two
rich
guys.
as shit. I don't
What
know,
about the other two?
man.
Stop
I don't
asking
know,
Andre.
man.
Ask me. Ask me.
Ask
Okay.
Alan.
Alan.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. I don't
what the
know.
hell? This guy, thanks,
I don't
Alan.
know. I don't know.
Like at first, I'm
Ask
thinking,
Andre.
like,
Andre read it.
wasn't Metropolis Man like, wasn't he part of a show or something? That's why he had the suit.
No,
what I
they
thought,
no.
bro.
Like, wasn't he an actor?
Metropolitan. No, the dude who was in the suit based
Okay.
his suit off of the show. So it's not
Oh.
him. It's just like he saw the show. Let me make the suit the same as him.
Okay, and everyone
And
else just makes the same suit.
I think that was on purpose. Like that was intentional. The sense,
Yeah.
like, okay, here's a popular show where he's like the savior of the city. That's what I want to portray to everyone.
Yeah.
So let me copy his suit. I
Okay.
think that's how it intentionally,
Okay.
like how it started, like what his idea was to begin with.
Okay.
So I think it is on purpose. He's not a Power Ranger for no reason.
Yeah.
Also, like I don't know what it is, but Alan kind of mentioned this before, but like the 2D parts of like Metropolitan moving is like amazing, and then like
the 3D.
even the CGI is like it's good CGI, but
It's
like
good.
it's so like out of place.
yeah.
Like
But
it's so like
I don't know why I
obvious and
like it. It's so good.
I actually
like,
don't
they
mind
did
it.
it perfect.
It
But
bugs,
why
like,
is it
would usually bug me.
always? Yeah, why is it always like
buggy.
mechanical things that are just immediately CGI no matter what. Is it harder to draw mechanical things? Is that why?
Either that or they just, or maybe it's the other way. Like drawing it may make it too fake.
Because it has a lot of detail.
Like because like imagine like for example, like the texture of skin in that anime obviously is drawn, but like how can the texture of metal be the same as the texture of skin? That's why I think they go with it. But I don't know. Like I love it though. Like it reminds me of like in Jobless Reincarnation, the God dude, where he's like skipping around and he's also like CGI, like, and his voice is weird. Like,
have you guys heard that?
Like it's so. I did. So I went back and checked it. Holy fuck! I forgot to say while we were recapping it. It's so funny.
Isn't it funny?
Oswald times like 10,000. It's crazy. But yeah, like I do like the CGI of the Gundam. I'm gonna call him Gundam. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's go with it.
It's cool.
Power
like
Ranger, bro.
I'm down with it.
Gundam.
Power Ranger, yes. I hope they all like come together and make one big one, but it is what it is.
There was another thing I wanted to point out too, which I thought was kind of like disturbing, if not like interesting, I guess. Nase, is that her name? The angel?
Yeah.
She has an exceptional quality of purity. Her. The one who talks about, oh, you should just kill him if he gets in your way.
No, hey,
why don't you just kill him?
Just kill that person.
Just kill him.
I
Just make him fall in love with you.
I think they literally mean purity in the sense of like ignorance.
Oh, like
she's
innocence?
not like corrupted with anything. Yeah, innocence. Versus just like nothing's bad. Like everything just is. Who cares? Like do whatever. Like you know what I mean? That
I can see that. It's just the killing never seems like.
But I also don't
think as an angel.
Go.
You don't really have a sense of like good and bad, like death and like dying and alive. Like you don't really give a shit because like you've seen so much of that. You're an angel yourself. You're an eternal being. Like it's just like, all right, your aunt and uncle did bad. They should be dead. Like honestly, that's what I would think too. Like if even as a person right now, like human situation, they should be dead. Like 100%. But purity, maybe it's ignorance. Like you said,
think
right?
it is because it's like she literally has one goal. She's like, hey, I saved you. What do you want? He's like, I want to be happy. She's like, I'll make you happy. What do you? And she's like, damn, man, my aunt really made me sad. And he's like, kill her then.
Kill her. Get her out of the picture. 100%.
Like, because I think like to angels, like death doesn't mean the same.
No,
right? Like it's nothing.
Absolutely,
right?
True.
Absolutely.
Like if something is bothering you, remove it. If there's a splinter in your foot, take it out. It's the same thing.
It.
I think she literally looks at humans that way. Like if it's bothering you that much, just remove it. It's done. Right. Yeah. So I don't think her like thinking death is technically a knock on her purity in the sense of the fact that she's an angel, right? So like it doesn't hold the same thing to it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And I love the so when we get introduced to Revel, they totally make us think he's the Metropoly guy's angel because he's in the sky, he's like above everyone, and then when he swoops down, you're like, oh fuck, he's gonna kill someone, and it's like, no, it's your childhood friend's angel that is just trickery and
he's
all
still
that.
conniving, bro.
Yeah. So, very conniving, and I think he will always have a backup plan within his plans.
I gotta say, I actually really like him as a character, and he reminds me of Kun from Tower of God. That's who he reminds me of. I was trying to think of it.
Oh yeah. He's
very like conniving, like just like very smart. Very tricky.
And for all you Marvel people, like Loki, there you go. We all there's the Triforce. I don't know.
Did you say what?
Anyways, I don't.
Continue.
That's illegal. I said the wrong word.
No, just keep talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, keep
I don't know either. Triforce is a League of Legends item. You go search it up.
Triforce is from Legend of Zelda. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Oh, it's also in League of Legends.
What the hell? League of Legends copied freaking Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's why they changed the name. I don't even know what the name of it is now. I just anyway. I love this episode. I can't wait to see the next one because shit's about to go down. You're about to see Power Rangers blue, green, and red just beat the shit out of each other. Or, I honestly think it's a gimmick. And the Metropoly Man made those to look like it couldn't kill him. So then it gets into the people's heads that are there.
It's called Trinity Force.
Question. Trinity Force. Sean, you said last episode that you thought it was dumb that the wings can outrun the arrows.
I did?
But I think that's... yeah, you did. You said it was stupid. You're like, I don't know why that's a thing. But I think it's actually a cool thing because it's kind of like a huge game of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, basically. I know. Are you sure I said that?
I literally listened to it like 2 hours ago, bro.
Absolutely fucking did.
I don't remember that. I also think that's cool, so I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, so
I told you the coke started to wear off.
I literally think you're just in negative mode. So like,
maybe.
Anything that could be negative. Or just
I tried to keep that shit positive, and Sean's like, "Fuck that." Fuck it. I was like, "Okay."
You need something to like escape the arrows. So the wings is a perfect gimmick for that. I don't know why I would disagree with that. I don't know. I don't know.
Just chugs of beer.
Oh my god! But I do think it's cool because I do think it's like a big game of rock paper scissors, basically, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, cause you can fight the dude, whatever you want, shoot the arrow at him. He's like, I can escape every time. So like, it doesn't matter if you shoot an arrow at me. You have to sneak up on me, and then there's it's a
so what I'm assuming is that the 12 candidates, now 11. They weed out the shitty ones, and the ones at the end literally have all three of them have everything. And it's an all-out, like, not battle, but, like, you know what I mean? It's going to get to that point where they all have wings, they all have the white arrows, and they all have the red arrows. And they just have to fight. Like, I feel like that's it. Not that, like, that's the show, but, like, it's going to get to that. So we still have to meet all the candidates, which I think we might see some of them next episode. I'm not too sure. And then from there, there's going to be teams made. We already have one team of Saki and our main character here, Mirai. So I wonder if that's going to happen with Metropoliman, and he's going to get like the evil one, like the little more dirty player ones, and then you have like the neutral ones, which I hope it's like an old person or a young person. That'd be freaking sick. But yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love this. I'm all about these types of these shows.
I do want to bring up one thing that is a spoiler technically, but it's not because it has
whatever.
No context.
Fuck it, go. I need all the context.
There is a Trump mask in this anime, and I just want to see if they're gonna animate a Trump mask because somebody wears a mask of Trump.
Seriously?
In the manga.
No fucking way.
So
I thought this was like a figure of speech.
No,
really
like someone
like
literally wears a
Trump
physical
face.
Donald Trump mask. Right, so I want to see if the anime is gonna animate a Donald Trump mask on someone.
Yo, it has to, bro. That's golden.
What episode would it be on, based on your projections?
I don't even know what chapter it's on.
It's not in the stadium or at all. Like it's not soon. It's not soon, eh? Fuck.
I'm not gonna tell you, bro.
What's that gonna spoil?
It doesn't matter. I also don't remember. So.
Yo, is Donald Trump canonly one of the candidates?
I don't know.
Apparently he's in Death Note too. So I don't know.
Oh, he is in Death Note.
In
he
the
is
manga,
in Death Note.
Right? So I think the author's got
a thing for Donald.
Something to say.
So do I, bro.
He's just a fan, man. Just a big fan.
He's just a fan. He wants his ideals into like real life anime scenarios. Yeah, I'm excited for next week though. Platinum End is probably, honestly, other than Komi Can't Communicate, that's first. Platinum End is second on my favorite fall anime.
Yeah, it's my first. So
absolutely, dude. Komi is disgustingly good, and we're not going to get into that today because Andre still needs to catch up.
All right,
and he is never going to catch up.
I just haven't watched it yet.
You'll like it, dude. Don't watch it like for like oh I gotta know like just when you have time.
Don't worry about it. I'll watch it.
Please,
I enjoyed it.
Man,
Like I watched Horror Mia. I enjoyed it. Like
Horror Mia was awesome.
I enjoyed a good slice of life anime. Don't worry.
I've watched 2 episodes.
Of Horror Mia?
Of Komi.
Oh no, Komi's awesome. You liked it, Sean.
Yeah,
you liked
it's good.
See that smile right there? That's what it does, bro. After we get shit on by our next topic, I'm gonna go rewatch the last episode of Komi.
Before we get into that, since we're Weeb Gamer, let me talk about video games for a little bit. One, there's a state of play today. Nothing happened, so there's that.
Great.
And then secondly, I've been playing last 2 days. I just started playing Smash Bros. Because I got the fighter pass and like Sora was at it, so I was like, let's try it.
I love it.
And then I've just been playing it for the last couple days. No idea why. It's
very
fun
strange.
Still. I mean, Smash Bros is Smash Bros, right? So it's
Smash Bros is always fun, dude.
Right?
Especially when you lose, then you whip the controller.
Did you pass Tails?
No. I haven't had time, but I handed in my assignment, so I'm hoping tomorrow I can get back into it. It's. Yeah, man, I'm sad.
Andre's tired, everyone. That's what he wanted to say after all that.
Just such a busy
guy. He didn't want to talk about games. He just wanted to talk about how fucking tired he is of life, and he wishes that he would be a god candidate. Okay, that's basically that's how it sums
definitely not, bro. That's too much stress.
Are you crazy? I would.
You know how much stress that shit is, bro?
No, actually, technically,
maybe you're right. Maybe if Metropoliman, he can't decide. I mean, if if I never do anything, then he won't find me, right?
No, yeah,
that's right.
So I can just chill.
No, but knowing you're dumbass, you'd be flying around for fun. So it don't
yeah, he'll find you.
He'll find you
like,
one day or
who's that in
another.
the sky?
Actually, technically, no, he couldn't find me because I go faster than the speed of I go faster than people can see. So if I'm flying, he can't see me.
So you just need to keep at a constant speed.
How are you
going
to enjoy the scenery if you're going faster than the speed of light?
Excuse me. Unless he's chilling in Mexico for no reason, then I think I'm okay.
I think that's the first place that guy would check. Bro, who are you kidding? You go right to Japan first time, and he'd find you right away.
Yeah.
Like dumbass. Like he totally would see you.
Especially if you're going to see a baseball game.
Out of his high school window.
No, he could technically only see me when I stop. So
That's
I
true.
would just you know how unlucky. Look how big the world is. You know how unlucky.
Just go out when it's dark.
You know how unlucky I would be to stop directly in his line of vision.
Yeah.
You know how unlucky you would have to be given how big the planet is.
Dude, with your luck, you would do that.
Actually, no, I definitely would, bro. I'm telling you, autobiography coming.
You
Series
would
of minor
stop
inconveniences.
because like you would see something and then you would look over and the guy's just looking at you with a white shard, just like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just like I said, Andre, just go outside when it's dark. All right, next time, we're going to Vivi.
What?
Next topic.
Vivi.
I don't know why I said next time. I'm so dead, man.
Vivi.
I'm so sorry.
You also said
Oh
Vivi.
my God!
You
It's
double
well, she
screwed
kind
up.
of looks like her.
Oh, you didn't notice that you said that?
he noticed he
did
said
it.
next time. He didn't notice he said Vivi.
I said, bro, it's been a long day. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up too early for no reason. I recently watched Violet
There you
Evergarden,
go.
and these boys have watched it
The movie.
fairly recently, but a little
I watched
bit
it like 3
before
days
me.
ago, bro.
You watched it 3 days ago, so my scars are very open. I'm basically having a C-section of pain when it comes to like my feelings for this movie. Sean just laughs at me for it because he's known the pain, and Andre's still recovering. He was on top of a mountain zenning out, so
Yeah.
he probably feels it better than me. And yeah, let's just get into it.
All right.
Okay, let me
Let's just
do a
get
brief
into it.
recap.
Fuck the
Oh my
recap,
God.
brother.
No,
I
let's
will
do
tell-
a
let me
recap.
do
Let me do a
recap.
No, let me do a
Let
recap.
me do a recap.
I can do it
Spoilers.
quick. Last time it was too long. Spoilers.
All right, go.
Let me
It's a
recap.
movie.
So first we start at
It's a movie.
yeah, so he's fine. I can do it quick still. We start at Letter Girl's granddaughter comes in. She learns about Violet. Then we go to Violet giving flowers to some girl on a boat. And then Violet's doing
On a
regular
boat?
Violet things. Then there's a day off, and then she goes and gets some boy who's sick, and then she writes letters to the boy's family. Then everyone's like, yo, why is this boy even in this? There's no relevance at all. And then what happens this whole time, she does the letters, then she finds out Major might be alive because they find it unaddressed, whatever the word is. They go letter that doesn't have an address, and then they figure out that it's the Major. They find the island it came from. Then they go visit him. The Major's like, bruh, don't talk to me, bruh. And then she's like, yo, but like I came all this way to find you. And he's like, I don't care. I don't got an arm or eyeball, so that means you can't talk to me. And then she's like, alright, I'm sad now. Then she goes and she tries to be sad, and then she gets a letter from the boy that she wrote the letters to, and she's
A
like,
telegram,
oh, shit.
you bitch.
Telegram, whatever. And then she's like, oh shit, I made her promises, boy. I gotta go back right now. And then the weather's like, nah, G. And then she can't go back. And then the boy is there, dying slowly. And then I'm like, oh, so that's why you put the boy in there, just to make me sad for no reason. Great. And then, so then there's a whole scene where the boy, they do this whole thing where Violet coordinates with her letter company for them to go there to try and write the letter.
Iris.
But
She coordinates with Iris.
And the dude.
Thank you.
The other guy. And then, so then they go there, and then they try and write a letter, but he's too weak. So then they figure out how to get a phone, and then he calls Lucas, his best friend, and then they have a... yeah, they do that. They talk, and then the boy dies, and then they're sad, and they read the letters, and then the boy's little brother doesn't really understand that he's dead, but he's happy still. 'Cause the letter's cute. And then I was upset, and then I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. There's more. There's 20 minutes left. And then in that 20 minutes, Violet leaves, and then friggin' Major stupid fuck, friggin' gets a lashing at from his brother, and then he runs across the whole entire island. He's pretty quick, bro. Pretty agile.
Thank God he didn't lose his legs, bro. He's fucking fast.
Still got his soldier training, bro. And then he yells at Violet, and he's the one who messed up. But Izzy's like, oh, let me get on a boat and follow her. Is he like that? No. He's like, why don't you jump off the boat and come to me? Okay? Forget. I'm not gonna give any effort whatsoever. You come to me.
Bro, he has one arm. What do you want him to do though? Like really.
Literally all he had to do was wait, get on a boat, follow her, and then they could live together. He's like, listen, you went all this way. I ignored you. I made you cry. I made you sad. Yeah. Now I expect you to jump out the boat, swim to me, and then come to me because I don't want to do any work.
Yeah,
anyways, so that happens, and then there's a very nice moment. There's a very human moment from Violet. This was very, like, I watched it dubbed, and this was done really well. How she can, like, barely talk.
Oh, the dub was way better than
she's trying so hard not to, like, she's trying so hard to talk, but she can't because she's like... she's like crying, bro, and she finally
for like 8 minutes, bro.
I know, and then they hug, and then I assume they lived happily ever after. But I'm hoping in a father-daughter type situation. They never really specify. So
no, what do you mean, bro? They have a kid for sure.
For sure.
I don't know why I said that.
100%.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Remember when we started? Remember when we first talked about Vivi? I'm not Vivi. Fuck, Alan got me messed up.
Vivi.
When we first talked about Violet and the Major said I love you, and I'm like, please don't tell me it's creepy. And then Sean's like, no, it's not creepy. Obviously, father-daughter type. And then now all of a sudden they definitely have a kid, huh, Sean?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Chill, bro.
Remember she's 14? Did you forget that part?
No, she's 18 in the movie.
But no, in the movie. Okay, hold on. When she was 14,
but how old
like,
is Major?
like
35, bro.
Nah, chill. I fact checked on fanfiction.com, and he was actually a lot younger than he was supposed to be. Okay.
Then he was. What was he supposed to be?
Don't even worry about that. He's
35.
He's young, Joe. He's very young. Anyway, her blood type is A for some reason.
Okay. Anyways, so they do that. She quits and then runs the postal service on the island until postal services become useless, and then she does nothing with her life, and then they die. And then the grandma goes, and then she's like, "Oh, museum. Don't talk to me, parents. I gotta go watch this museum because I'm obsessed with Violet for no reason all of a sudden."
Right?
And then she meets the dark-skinned girl that was there before, and she's like, I'm an old lady now. I used to work here. And she's like, okay. And then movie ended.
Yay.
Yo, you know what? You're right, dude. So I'm going to start off with, they could have ended the movie with Lucas and his friend, and I would have been totally fine.
I think because
bro, like I'm gonna tell you, when I first started this, I was like, why the fuck are they going through like the old pictures? I was like, or the old letters. I'm like, this is stupid. And I was ready for that because you guys told me. But then I was like, what do they do from here? And then it's Violet, and then Violet goes to meet this kid, and they got this kid down to a T when it comes to personality. It's everything a regular human would have done. Being upset, not because you're sick, but what you're putting just your brother and your parents through. Like, and going, and then on the flip side, the duality of it is like, you care about them so much, you're gonna do everything in your power to give them like the best that you can. And oh my God, when I was fine, all right, I was fine when he was making the letters. I was fine when like even the letters were being read. I was like getting there, and then when I like literally just, it was when they give Lucas the phone, and Lucas is like, what do I do with this? And they're like, and the reason why is because they said you're supposed to say hello, but it's like the opposite. He was literally calling to say bye.
Yeah.
And like when my head like wrapped itself around that, I literally just started. I was just like, I'm done. I was done. I didn't talk like until Major started running down the hill again. Like I didn't say anything. And man, like that shit hurt. Like it actually hurt a lot. And and I thought it was gonna get worse because I was like, oh, maybe the Major or whatever is gonna have like a really impactful moment with Violet, and I will get worse and sad. But then when she goes to the island, and I get it. All right, hold on, I get it.
No, you don't.
I get it. Like but I get it because it's a selfish reason. You don't want to see her because it reminds you of your mistakes. That is totally fine. But dude, your best friend is standing in front of you. Your what do we call her? You're like, the person you spent most of your time with is right there. Like, so like
Violet?
what is your problem? Like, I was literally swearing. I'm like, like what Andre just did. I literally I was like, are you stupid?
It's like what the red-haired guy was saying. Like,
yeah, exactly. Well, that again, great character.
Yeah,
Adam, and we talked about this. Everyone was great except for the freaking Gilbert or literally Gilbert, man. But yeah, if she said Major, like Andre said, if she said Major one more time, I was about to punch the screen because I was like, or sorry, yeah, Sean. If Sean's right.
If it's negative, it's
if
me.
If she said Major, yeah. If Sean was right. All right, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, painful movie. Andre, what did you think?
Violet does this all the time, bro. Like literally for 90% of this movie, I'm watching this and I'm like, this is just a whole lot of nothing. Like what is the purpose of this even? And then immediately it's like, oh, you thought you were gonna get through this? No. And then I start crying. I start bawling. Like it hurt.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with Alan, like listening to like that whole phone call with Lucas, the whole thing. Like when it started, I'm like, oh, and then like they kept talking and I was like, that whole thing hurt. But I want to say before I get into like real thoughts, why was redhead guy like? Why was he so mad at the blonde guy always for no reason?
Blonde guy.
Like the whole entire movie. Like they're playing tennis. This guy got pissed at him.
I know.
They went to dinner. He got pissed at him. He mentioned Violet. He got pissed at him. Like he was just mad on the whole time.
It was to emphasize, I think, the fatherly figure that he was. Because to me, before they found out Gilbert was alive, Gilbert's last thing to like even him was like take care of her if I die. So the only way to like make to live your friend's life out and do what they want you to do and make them happy is make sure Violet's okay. But I think it's like overprotectiveness. Like he didn't want anyone to like. Okay, but the blonde dude kept saying like using her to get girls. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
True.
That was at the tennis part.
That
was
what sparked it.
That was one of the parts. And then
at the dinner, it was when the blonde guy said, you should just let her go alone or don't worry about it. And the guy's like, shut the fuck up.
He's like, make me your VP and I'll take care of everything while you're gone or whatever. And he's like,
what about that part? That's that nothing to do with Violet.
Really?
He's like, yo, you're freaking stupid. You don't know how to read. You're never gonna get this promotion. And then the guy's like, oh, so I just have to read then. He's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, why was he mad then?
This guy's got heels.
What about that one, Alan?
No comment. Sorry.
Yeah,
and I feel bad. I feel how they spent the whole movie just making Iris feel like a useless idiot who wasn't good enough for anything. They started what she got a call and she's like, "Oh, you can book it with me." She's booked for 3 months. The guy's like, "Nah, I'll wait 3 months. I'll get it."
Not that important.
And then they did this whole entire thing. They're like, "Yo, Iris, you're gonna write the letter for Violet," and then the boy's like, "Nah, I'm gonna die soon, so you're just gonna have to do something else. I don't need you."
Yeah. And then she was at the end, right?
And Violet has a whole museum, and Iris got nothing, bro.
It was the other one.
Who was it?
It was the dark skin one, the one that the blonde guy liked in the anime, kinda, and then they were talking. No, not the blonde guy. The boss, the president. Remember they like kind of liked each other, but they kind of didn't. One. She was like the. I was literally trying to find all the descriptions to not use that description.
No, there's no way that was her because she would have been dead.
She had the same exact clothes and the same skin. She literally wore the same thing.
She would have been dead.
No, she wore the same thing, bro. Don't be stupid.
Nah, bro, she would have been dead.
Why would she have been dead?
Because the little girl was a grandma.
Yeah, she's older than all of them.
Oh no, she could have been alive, right?
No, because
the little girl was a middle-aged woman. What are you talking about? Oh no, she was a grandma because the grandma died, right?
Think about it. Yeah,
but how old was Iris though? Iris would have technically should have been dead too.
Oh no, they're all dead. That wasn't anyone that we know. Right?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
She literally said, "I used to work here and wore the same clothes."
Bro, I thought that was. I was hoping that was gonna be Violet's daughter.
I thought it was gonna be Violet, but
no, her arms, bro. Oh, we didn't see them because she was covered. No, there's no way. You're an idiot too. Idiot 1, idiot 2. Yeah. So like, I don't know what you guys are saying. I was just hoping that was gonna be Violet's daughter, or the worker that was at the station. I thought that was gonna be Violet's grandson or son or whatever, but it's not. Like, it's just no one. So I don't know.
All I know is Lucas is a trooper. Okay, he just wanted to be best friends forever.
Like,
and his little brother did not need to say what he needed to say. That shit killed me even harder.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna lie though. Violet makes some fire letters. Like when he was like, spoil. Make sure you treat them good. It's like, no, you want to say, I want you to spoil me, and I was like, what is this shit? Like, no, the brother, right? And then Violet's like, no, you want to be spoiled by them longer. I'm like, damn it. I mean, it's hurting again. It hurts my heart. And then after all the letter reading, the brother says, wow, brother, of course I'm going to make mom and dad happy. I'm just like, yo, you don't need to say that.
I know.
You don't need to do that. And even the mom crying when she clenched like the sheets and like,
yeah.
Damn, bro. Like,
and
it was all perfect.
And then how the little brother like forced him to be happy. She's like, yo, look what he said. You're happy, aren't you? Look what he did for us. You're happy. You're happy. And the mom's like, yeah.
That kid does not know how to take a social tone, bro. Like that kid is gonna grow up and be like just oblivious to life.
I know. He's like the girl from Full Metal Alchemist when Major Hughes dies. Just like, why are they putting dirt on? Sorry to bring that up.
Stop. This guy's bringing everything up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know.
Anyways, you mentioned the dog last episode, and now this shit. What's wrong with you?
It's like when it's almost like when Gugu was like holding that freaking thing up, and like the thing crushes him under the weight of the boulder. Yeah, Gugu.
Okay. Did you?
What?
Oh my god! I don't know. I just remind me of TikTok I see. It's like the best donut in the world, and the first picture is Ace.
Oh man!
Jesus Christ! So honestly, the movie was great. Yeah. Believe it or not, on Rotten Tomatoes, this thing has 100 critic rating and a 99.
Damn.
What do you call it? Consumer rating. Yeah.
You know what?
It's disgusting. It's because of Lucas. It has to be.
It's literally just because only anime lovers watched it. That's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't get the general critics, but that's fine. That's fine. I enjoyed it a lot.
I wouldn't give it 100.
It was beautiful. I wouldn't give anything.
No, I wouldn't give it 100. No. But my opinion on the movie, which I need to say.
No one cares about your opinion. I'm just kidding.
Okay, go on.
Thanks for watching. Spotify.
We gamers and podcasts.
Terrible.
No, go.
First of all, a huge cheap shot in the beginning. I'll still stand by that. I'm still in recovery from the episode where the daughter gets all the letters from her mom who passed on.
Yeah,
and then they bring it back. They don't only bring back the concepts. They bring back the actual scenes from the episode. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
I said that was the saddest scene, and then you guys kept telling me about some dumb shit where she's running on water with an umbrella.
I like that one too.
That's what you.
No, I said that was, and I agreed with you. Sean was saying some bullshit about the umbrella.
Yeah, I kept talking about the umbrella.
That one gets me. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe like the father-daughter.
See, that's the thing. That's the beauty of Violet Evergarden as a series. It has a place for everyone to get shit on, right? Yeah. If sorry, Sean, before you go, if you care about kids a lot, well, we fucked Lucas off, and then if you like parents,
Lucas didn't do anything. The other kid, Lucas's friend did.
My bad. Yeah, my bad. Lucas's life is over now. He's gonna get no attention. But what I'm saying is, if you have a really good relationship with a parent or a guardian or something like that, well, we kill them too. And then it's like, oh, if you have a friend or a brother or sister, yeah, we kill those guys too. Oh, you have a love, someone that you really are fond of, yeah, gone, absolutely gone. So they do a good job of him pinpointing every part of everyone's life to make them feel like shit. So then we start writing letters again because the post offices are making money. But sorry, Sean.
Okay. I thought the part with the kid really good. I was very surprised because I thought the whole thing would be about the major, but it was interesting to have kind of a side story next to it until that part in the story. Really good. Of course, the part that killed me the most is when his brother thanks him oh, thank you, brother, and goes up to him on the bed and he's already gone, and it's he doesn't understand that. Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, that was painful.
And I really like the fact that they make you think at the beginning oh man, phones, fuck phones, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out of business now. But then they end up using the phones to kind of help the kid finally get to contact with Lucas. So that was kind of an interesting moment to see phones are actually a really good thing. Maybe this is something that should take over because look how easy that was,
Right.
There's nothing easier to communicate with someone than that just talk to them.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. Absolutely, yeah.
The whole part with Major, was really good. I was really sick of hearing the word major. After a while, it was basically like Orihime saying Kurosaki-kun, but in a very sad, in a much sadder way. Of course, I'm just like, like I want him to just say like, stop calling me Major, call me Gabriel. What's his name? Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Because like,
or Jabrel from.
And he did tell her, he's like, I'm not your Major anymore. Like. Just...
Okay, you're absolutely right. Now there was two things.
Anyways,
no. Wait, I wanted to just say one thing before you finish. There was two things I wanted to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the redhead guy to tell Violet, like, you know how she's being very stubborn at those parts? I want him to, like, mess up and be like, Violet, you need to stay here. That's an order. I wanted him to say that, to, like, you know, like, pick on her, like, you know, tool side of her, like, you know, like the...
I see.
She's just, like, a whatever. But also, I wanted Gilbert to have a second family on that island, so that would really mess Violet up. You know what I mean? Because that's the only reason that you would... That would be really that you wouldn't go back to Violet. Or I thought, like, he didn't want to see her because, like, holy shit, she didn't move on, and I did. Like, that's terrible of me. Right? But, like, you didn't want to see her because you are just annoying? Like, hey, that's weird.
I know. Anyway. Yeah, you're right. It was weird. He doesn't, like, want her to... like, she finally has her own independence kind of thing. He doesn't want her to, like, have the attachment to him because he thinks that, like, he hurt her during all that time, and he doesn't want to be reminded of that, and she doesn't want her to continue that kind of relationship with him, where she has to listen to everything he says kind of thing. Which is, I mean...
Andre's hurt, bro. Andre's so hurt right now. It's crazy.
And another thing I thought was funny was, like, how he's chasing after her while she's leaving on the ship and, like, yelling her name. It's like, how does she hear him? Like...
Bro,
she's on the ship.
What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? The redhead guy came to her room and was like, yeah, I have news. And she's like, it's about Gilbert?
No, I mean, at the end.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, she has, like, the 8th sense in her head that, like, Gilbert's always calling her or he's always there.
That's weird,
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know. Yeah, this anime's weird.
So I was just thinking, difference. Like, okay, I'll allow it. It's a good moment.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's not like you know, like the boat's engines are roaring and Majors doesn't have a loud voice and you are on the ocean. I don't know. You're right. I have no idea how she.
I'm being too logical about anime, but whatever. And like, I kind of. Do you think it's better that she lived on an island with him, or do you think he should have gone back with her?
Dude, I honestly don't know. What's wrong? What's wrong with Andre? What's wrong?
It's Alan, you're answer, bro. I'm keeping quiet, bro.
I think it was a good decision. Because she got what she wanted. I know, like, as much as she was really good at writing letters, technically she was still being a tool for people over there. Like, she was just a really good letter writer, and
she still did that though. On the island.
I know, but like I feel like in the sense, like, now it's not just a job for her on the island. It's more like she's with the person she likes, and like you know, like it's not more of a hobby than a job there, because like people just write letters to people on the island. Whatever. I think it was the right decision. Financially, who gives a fuck? It's anime. Andre, what do you think?
Listen. So, when Lucas's boy died, when we saw Mr. die, I was very distraught. I was destroyed mentally, physically. It hurt me. I had physical tears running down my face. I was trying to do my assignment after.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was happening, and I messaged the group chat. I was like, "Listen, this anime is gonna have to do a lot to make up for this, because I am distraught." And it didn't even try. It went the other way and made every decision to piss me off instead. So, so. Why was the Major like a piece of shit before? Was his reason good? No.
No.
His reasons weren't good. He was just selfish. He's like, I made a mistake, and then so you can't see me. It's better for both of us. And they're like, why? He's like, I don't know, cause it's better. I don't know. Basically, that's what happened. He's like, I gotta help these people to pick grapes or something. I don't know. Whatever he was doing. Whatever he was doing.
He was making a fucking ski lift. Dude, what are you talking about?
Right. So then they did that. And then, so first and foremost, he's like, just tell her not to see me. Then Redhead, luckily, didn't lie to her. He's just like, yo.
Yeah.
He's there,
very good moment.
He's there, but he doesn't want to see you. And she's just like, damn, son. fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. And then she goes, she cries, she's knocked on the door. She's like, yo, it's okay, it's fine. Just like tell me something, speak to me, talk to me, look at me. And then he's just like, nah, I'm stubborn and I'm gonna look at this fireplace instead. And then so she runs away, leaves a letter. His brother gives him the letter, reads the letter, which says basically exactly what she already said. And then all of a sudden he has a change of mind and then runs across the whole entire island. Does he do anything important for her? Show any like faith? Show anything to make it up for her? Say sorry, apologize, anything? No, he just says, yo, come to me. And then what does she do? She comes to him. I would have rathered him trip and fall on the rock, crack his head open, and just die. And just let Violet go back.
And then like, she never even heard him
life.
Screaming.
She gives, exactly. And then she gets on with life. It's a heart thing, but she grows up, she gets better, she gets over it, and she moves on with her life.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
right?
that is so true.
But instead, what happens? All of his mistakes, all of his mess up magically just disappear. It's like they never happened. He gets exactly what he wants in the end. He gets to be a piece of shit and feel no consequences whatsoever for it. So,
Gilbert's a fuckboy, dude.
Damn.
Think of it. He's like, I will be by your side forever. First chance he separates, he's like, and then he just stays.
Grapes.
Not one time did he try and go back. He tried to reach out one time and didn't work, and he just gave up. Violet has been asking everybody, talking to people, looking, investigating, asking for information for this guy this whole time. And then he's just chilling there like, I know exactly where she is. I know how to get back, but grapes, I got to help these people.
Yeah, I got to make a ski lift for the grapes.
Yeah. And then she finally comes and finds him. She does all the work for him.
Yeah.
And then he still says no. And then she's just like, fine, I don't have to see you again. And as soon as she says, I don't have to see you again, all of a sudden he's like, oh, no, I can't let you go.
Andre, I have a question.
What?
How old are we? We're 25, right?
Yeah.
Yo, what if an 11-year-old was at your door screaming your name, saying, she wanted to see you? Yo, okay, hold on. This is Gilbert, right? Gilbert's
tell him, go get your mom. That's what I would say.
So, think about it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Imagine, Gilbert's, it's the same thing, bro. Gilbert's best friend knows that he's a pedo.
This level, you can write me a letter. I'm not running across an island, okay? So,
that is true.
That's all I say.
Okay,
listen,
but
live in your situation. I would have been so much more sad. Like, it would have hurt, right? Because Violet's sad, and like it would have made me feel things. But I would have been like feeling hurt and like human that like Gilbert decided to just stay there, and then she's just gonna be sad now. But now I'm just like upset.
Yeah, and you're disappointed in Gilbert. Like, I totally get it. There's two ways this could have went for me. That one's pretty close. I would rather him be dying because of his injuries, doing all he can for the people that he basically killed and made Violet kill, and then die, and then that be the reason why he can't be with her. Yeah, because that's closure.
That'd be good.
And that exactly. Or when he does do the running shit, and when he does not, he doesn't fall and crack his head.
I was just gonna say.
But let's say he does a run and he gets to the water, instead of just letting her cry, and the 10 majors that she says.
Yeah.
Take that out, replace it with him. Not just, I've always wanted to do this, and hug her, because he's done that before. I don't know why he said that, but all he had to do was literally grab her and force her in. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, rephrase that, please.
Force hug, powerful hug, and start just apologizing. Yeah, listing everything with different camera angles as he's saying it, and then Violet saying her whatever, she can say whatever. Major
doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Not Major.
Whatever.
Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's a weird name to begin with. Maybe she don't want to say it because she don't like his name.
Maybe.
But
sorry to all the Gilberts out there.
Right. sorry. Those are the two ways I wanted it to end. Either him being really, really sick and really, really on the verge of death.
I could accept
helping
more.
Yeah. Right? Or not just like Andre said, I don't want her to be the victim. She was the victim there. Yeah. And she's still
I would. My ideal ending would be if he ran all that, called her, and she's just like, nah, And then she just kept going.
You see her on the boat like this, like, fuck.
You're like, come get me, bitch, then.
With her mechanical hands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she does
also,
the thumbs up now, right?
that was mad sad that they kept doing the thumbs up, bro. That shit made me sad.
Bro, that killed me, bro. When the guy was like, I was like, I was like crying. I was like, good soup. Like, I don't know. But yeah,
God,
no, it was a great movie. Honestly,
it was good.
really good.
I enjoyed it.
Now,
Hey,
what I
man.
expect, season 2, them on the
over,
island.
That's over, man. Are you kidding me?
Leave me alone. Let me dream. I'm
It's
still
over,
waiting for
bro.
No Game No Life season 2. Like, I can still dream. A man can dream.
Yeah, but they ended it. That's the difference.
I know
Yeah.
they killed it, but yo, imagine this. Like, it shows them the life of the island. Her teaching her kids how to write letters. Gilbert making more vineyard
Dude, they have phones now. There's no
ski
letters.
lifts. But you're right. Phone. Tellus came in and ruined it.
Yeah.
I'm having
God damn it.
issue. I'm gonna have an issue if I have to watch them have kids together, bro. It's gonna be.
Oh, yeah. There's some Sesshomaru
Hey
shit.
man, I watched Inuyasha
Yeah.
and Rin.
Okay, but it
and-
wasn't weird until the second series because technically they didn't fall in love until.
Hey, technically, it's still not weird until the second series.
It's still pretty weird for me.
Maybe they adopted some kids.
later. No, but like it's the same thing. Like Sean said, you just convince yourself it's a father-daughter relationship until you
Nope,
can. And
I
then-
have not. I've never convinced myself that once.
I did. I was
I mean,
very
Sesshomaru
sure.
Rin wasn't weird until the end, bro.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, that's
Andre.
true. Well, because she was also like
Also,
6 until the end.
also, how old did she have to be before it's not weird? Because technically, Shoma's like 400.
Well, yeah, technically Inuyasha is like
At
also
least
400,
10.
and Kigome's 14 when it starts. So
Yeah, that's also true.
there's lots of
Look,
yeah.
You guys are overthinking this shit, dude. Yo, back then in the war
Mushoku
times with
Tensei.
Violet, back then in war times, yo, it was like 1812 and
Listen.
people were having kids when they were 14. It is what it
All
is,
I'm
bro.
saying is we're struggling to get through Mushoku Tensei for the exact same reasons you just accept the other ones for.
Hey, it's a biased life out here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. This one's a long one. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. A video is always up on Saturday, so be prepared for the next one. If you're listening to us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or anything else that you're comfortable with, yeah, give us whatever they do on there. A like, a share. That'd be great, too.
5
we
stars.
Look forward to 5 stars.
I think you can do that
Uber.
on iTunes.
My name is Farhad. Yeah, okay,
No, I think on
basically-
iTunes you can 5 stars it.
Okay, 5 stars where you can. Share us with your friends and family, definitely, if they are also anime watchers or like father-daughter relationships. That's pretty much it for us today, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
No,
Bye.
don't. Whatever that last thing was, don't do that.
Okay.